All right, playing some 50 NL Zoom on Ignition. I guess I should be right, raising there. I didn't really get settled before this hand happened, but I should probably be raising the limp. Here we're pretty close to the median of our range, I'd say. Maybe we're actually close to, we're actually in the upper part of our range here, considering we have all hands we can. I'm not folding ace high. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold now. I think this hand's actually a 4-bet if we do get 3-bet here. Okay, when we do 4-bet, probably makes sense to go almost 3x. We don't really have to go quite 3x here. Important to note that I think pools probably 3-betting a little tighter than they should be. So some of those 4-bets on the charts may not make their way into 4-bets, but I think that one's fine there. Hand isn't really one we want to play out of position in a bloated pot. We don't mind folding. We do get jammed on, and we have decent blockers to his continuation range. King 4 off. Pure fold. King 4 suited might have some 3-bet in it. This is Max Payne. A hand we can't defend an open with. And we have to wait for that guy to time out. Okay, a weaker player calls us. Another weaker player here on a button. Goes for a squeeze. I think ace queen off. Oh, man, I don't expect him to be squeezing super light with his 3-bet here. But at the same time, I think we're well ahead of his squeezing range with this hand, and it doesn't play great multi-way and out of position. So we are going to go ahead and 4-bet. And I guess we're just gonna Okay, I think here we just bet really small. He's only got 50 behind. I guess we're ahead of some of his calls here. We're losing to ace king. Ace jack just leapfrogged us. It's possible he has a hand like ace queen. We can bet small here and maybe get a fold from a hand like eights. We're lucky. Okay, the king is going to be much better for us here. Do we have enough fold equity to just go with it? Do we need to turn this hand into a bluff? At this point, I would say we do. Probably one of the worst hands we can have here. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure what to make of that hand. Maybe it starts with the 4-bet pre. Maybe I just don't need to be 4-betting that hand there. Gonna be playing relatively passively here with a cold collar on the button, even on this board here. With the 7 of hearts, I guess we're effectively third pair here. I guess we probably just let it go most of the time. This is over a half pot size bet, especially once there's a caller. We're just gonna let this one go. I think in this configuration, ace queen is going to be a cold 4, but I'm not really sure. Like I said, pool doesn't necessarily 3-bet super light, but I think cutoff versus button, I think ace queen off is too good. Okay, so 50 bigs, we have 75. I think we can pretty much just check range here. We want to have some aces in our checking range. Do we want to have check raises? I'm not sure best way to play this hand actually. Kind of want to lead here. So another spade doesn't roll off, but I guess we're just gonna get it in regardless of sort of any river. I think we still have to go for it here. Maybe we just check raise flop and we get all the money, I'm not sure. Sevens against a 4x under the gun. So we just let it go, I'm not really sure. We get 3-bets, pretty reasonable sizing. Man, I really don't know what the actual right play is with ace queen there. Ace queen off. Okay, so here with no club, but we do have a gut shot. We have ace queen high. He bets half pot. There's a chance we have the best hand. Is there? Let's see. No, I don't think we really ever have the best hand. Monotone board, we're out of position. I think we're just gonna have to let it go. What's an ace queen today? Okay, so we have a gut shot. 2 overs, but this is a board that just really hits both of them quite well. So we're gonna have to play very cautiously on this board, and he comes out and just bets pot here. He's only got 10 behind, and with this player still to act, I think this just becomes a fold. We'll see if this guy behind actually, if he wants to continue. Yeah, noted. Both of them, that board hits both of them pretty well. Wow. The opening here. I want to say this is actually a 3-bet sometimes. It's probably a little too weak to really enjoy just flatting. Ace 3-6 rainbow. I think we're just going to be C betting range on this board for a small size. Okay, the 4, I don't think we really get to have over bets, but I think we can keep barreling actually here. Expect like anything except ace-x to fold. Okay, ace-10 suited against an under the gun open. It's probably borderline, but I think we can 3-bet. Weaker player here, so we do get 4-bet. I think easy folds. 10 off. Really weak player in the big blind here. Gonna open. This hand's gonna be good enough for a 3-bet. Interesting board. We're just doing quite well on this board as a 3-better, but we do have queens. So I think we just bet really small. When he continues, I guess he can continue with some under pairs, mostly ace X and maybe some king X as well. Gonna be checking here. Now, he checked pretty quickly. Just feels to me like he just has ace X quite a bit here, and I don't think we're getting him to fold it all that often. I don't think there's really any reason to turn this hand into a bluff. We're beating so many. Maybe he has sticky jacks or something like that. Yeah, just ace 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Close open, I think. Okay, weaker player flat calls here. Our range is doing super well on this board. I think this hand though, probably wants to check. Plus I do think Pool might bet a little too many like Queen X, bet a little too merged on this board here when check two. So I think checking is probably the higher EV play here. That kind of sucks. I could see him betting a lot of Queen X, but not the worst thing that could happen, I guess. He still has a lot of 10X, maybe some Ace X. Getting to the point where I think maybe I should just be folding this hand. I think having the king of spades is nice, but I think facing another bet, we're just gonna have to fold. He does go pot, so like, does Queen X ever pot here? We block 9-10, we block spades. Maybe this is one of our better hands. Well, it's not. I just fucking told myself I have to fold if he bets again. Okay, you could have had like King Jack, Ace King maybe. I think maybe Ace King might bet the flop. Don't love that card. Have to be bluffing with some pocket pairs here. I don't know that players are really doing that. Yeah, we're gonna be squeezing, going quite large here. Ace Queen off's doing pretty well. Okay, so he's got eights. He's got all the sets. I don't think he really ever has straights, but we play pretty cautiously on this board here. We are gonna have like aces in our checking range as well, so we're not just dead. He does check and the 10 rolls off. Like we're still ahead of, I guess, like exactly Ace Jack when he has it. But again, we just have to play really cautiously on this board. We just don't have that many strong hands. He's got a lot more strong hands than we do. Let's go ahead and bet. Ace 10 would make some sense. King 10. 9, Ace 9 suited. I think we just have to fold. Holy Ace Queen. All right, gonna sit out soon. We're gonna be 3-betting here. Okay, SPR 2-1. And we just bet really small on this board. Now we would start to have some overbets, but with his stack size, I think we're just gonna bet enough to where we can get it in pretty easily here.